And I'm Hunter Landon. Thanks for joining us tonight for the news at 7. We continue to follow the breaking news out of Worcester County tonight. Lawyers for Tyler Mayu, the man facing charges related to the death of Gavin Knupp, have come to a last-minute plea deal. Another update on our breaking news tonight out of Georgetown in Sussex County. A shelter in place remains in effect in the Savannah Road area. According to the fire department, police say there was a hazardous materials incident at the Purdue plant. Good evening. I'm Hunter Landon. Thanks for joining us here for the news at 7. It is decision day on Delmarva with a number of key races from the presidency to a number of state and local matchups. And moments ago, polls closed in the Commonwealth of Virginia with still an hour left of voting in Delaware and Maryland. Well, we all know it has been extremely hot here recently on Delmarva, but Dan, just how warm are the ocean waters? New at 7, cigarette smokers and homeowners in Accomack County may soon pay more in taxes. The draft budget for the next fiscal year proposes increases for both. That would then fund EMS and other necessary services. But as WBOC's Grace Harmon tells us, some people say they are willing to pay a little bit more if it goes to a good cause. Back here locally tonight, a family is mourning after a Wicomico County crash killed a 4-year-old girl. Maryland State Police say a car was T-boned as the driver was trying to turn on Route 13 near Eden on Wednesday morning. And today, police confirmed 4-year-old Kinsley Parks died after being flown to a hospital. The girl's father was taken by ambulance to a hospital. A cause of that crash in Wicomico County has not been revealed. President Trump's Department of Government efficiency workers are embedding themselves in government agencies and trying to access sensitive information of millions of Americans. Erica Brown has details now from Washington. Leaders of Wicomico County Public Schools say their issue is simple. They need more money from the county. A plan to increase that funding will soon go before the County Council. And as WBOC's Rachel Pierce tells us, it is an increase that some believe is long overdue. And good Saturday evening to you. I'm Hunter Landon. Welcome to WBOC News at 11. We're starting off the broadcast a little differently this evening as we are just outside of our WBOC Newsplex here in Salisbury because, like so many of you, we have our eyes to the skies to see if we can catch a glimpse of the northern lights as well. David, the jury has been deliberating for going on 6 hours now, and I just got word moments ago from one of the attorneys that the judge has ordered dinner for the jury, so we're likely in it for the long haul. The president has been recovering from COVID at his North Shores home since late Wednesday night. And then just before 2 p.m. Sunday afternoon, this highly anticipated announcement about his future. This letter should start showing up in the mail at hundreds of nearby homes soon. Taking a look from Chopper 16, this is the facility in question. It is Purdue's Agribusiness Center on Zion Church Road. The company stresses the source of the forever chemicals remains a mystery right now. David, for the better part of the day, it didn't matter whether it was a major highway, a side road, or a neighborhood like this one. State, county, and city roads all at some point today dealt with poor driving conditions. And unfortunately for the folks who have already plowed the roads and shoveled the driveways, as John mentioned, there is more snow on the way. Good evening, I'm Hunter Landon. Your 11 minutes of nonstop news and weather starts now. Topping your 11 at 11 tonight, DelDOT hosted a meeting regarding the Millsboro bypass. It's a massive infrastructure project aimed at relieving traffic in the downtown. WBOC's Jack Ford was at the meeting and joins us now in the Newsplex. Jack, this is a project decades in the making. Jack Ford, thank you. Worcester County leaders are standing firm against plans for an offshore wind facility in West Ocean City. U.S. Wind is looking to buy the 2 properties at the end of the West OC Harbor. That location is where commercial fishermen offload their catch. It's the main reason county leaders plan on testifying against this plan in Annapolis. Worcester County leaders say if commercial fishing is uprooted from the harbor, the county could lose out on federally funded projects.
There's a chance we would lose our commercial designation over there. At that time, we would lose any funding for dredging of the inlet moving forward, which could impact our charter fleet. So there's a lot of implications of this that I don't think there's a lot of people looking at.
The state will decide whether this West Ocean City project moves forward at a hearing later this year. A crime tip put police on the trail of an accused child molester in Worcester County. 33-year-old Antonio Garcia is facing sex offense and assault charges tonight. Ocean City police say the 6-year-old victim's mother reported the assault in a hotel bathroom last month. Detectives say a reliable source tipped them off to Garcia. They tracked that man down to Western Virginia. He's now awaiting extradition back to Worcester County. A former nurse practitioner in Accomack County has entered a not guilty plea on 2 charges of child porn distribution. Lucas Fussell was arraigned yesterday. The former Only Community Health Center employee is accused of trafficking images of child porn. He's being held without bond at the Central Detention Facility in Washington, D.C. His next courtroom appearance is set for September the 6th. It was a wet day across much of Delmarva, at least in the afternoon, as we go live into Rehoboth Beach tonight from the Boardwalk Plaza hotel camera. Chief Meteorologist Dan Satterfield says more rain is on the way. He has a first check on our forecast at 11.
Yeah, a couple of rainy days on the way.
Making headlines tonight, Vice President Kamala Harris and her new running mate, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, continuing to hit the campaign trail. They held rallies in 2 battleground states today, while former President Donald Trump's running mate did the same. Skylar Henry reports from Washington. That wraps up your 11 at 11. More news, sports, and weather still ahead. There was not much sun to be seen on Delmarva today. This is a live look into Cambridge tonight from the Hebron Savings Bank camera. Chief Meteorologist Dan Satterfield is forecasting wet and breezy weather into Friday, but he does say the weekend will clear up. Your forecast coming up next.